Today we're going to make a holder for air plants from mason jars all within a few minutes. So you also need some twine, some white rocks, some wood beads, the mason jars themselves, and some air plants. So the first thing you want to do is add some white rocks that you can find either on Amazon or at your local Dollar Tree to the bottom of your mason jar. Fill these about a quarter full with white rocks. Then you're going to want to add twine around the rim. So I like to secure the twine on one side with hot glue, and you can use a hot glue finger protector to hold that in place if you need to. And then you can wrap as much or as little twine around it as you like. So once you're through wrapping about half as much twine as you want wrapped around, cut the twine off to length and then secure one end of the twine with hot glue to the mason jar. So again, we're going to secure this, allow it to cool using a finger protector if we need to. And then because I like the look of a knot on the sides when I'm doing this technique, the first knot I'm going to make is actually on the side of the jar. So you want to make a knot in the twine and then work the knot down till it's up against the side of the jar where the threads are. So this will be the knot that makes it look like the hanger is secured to the mason jar. And then we'll make a second knot that will be for the beads themselves. So the bead location is completely up to you, as well as how many beads you want to use on this. But you might need to do a double or even a triple knot to secure the beads into place, and that depends on the hole in your beads and how large it is. So I'm going to do a few knots here, one on top of one another, and then we can start stringing the beads. Now, one tip is to wrap tape around the end of the twine so that the beads are easier to string. So if you have trouble with that, just use tape on the end and then string as many or as few beads as you would like. So here I'm using wood beads that are raw, but you could definitely use wood beads that are painted or paint them yourselves. And then work the beads down until they're against the knot, and then we want to knot the other side so that the beads stay in place. So our goal here is for the beads to be at the top of the hanger. So we're going to knot this several times, making sure they stay in place. Again, the number of times will depend on how large the hole is in the beads you're using. And then we can repeat the same knot technique on the opposite side of the jar. So we're going to make sure they're in the proper location and then knot the string again to rest on the opposite side of the jar. Once again, we're going to use hot glue to secure that knot into place, and you can use a finger protector if you would like. So this should be directly across from the first knot you made on the side of the mason jar. So once that's cool and in place, then you can use the rest of the tail to keep wrapping around your mason jar. Again, wrapping as much or as little as you would like, and then trim off any excess that you might have. You can also secure this end with hot glue as well. There's no need to secure it in the middle, just securing the ends is more than enough. So you just secure the end with a little bit of hot glue, and your hanger is actually ready at this point. You can actually add in any air plants that you want to add into the inside and hang this one up in any room around your home. So if you love air plants, be sure to make a mason jar air plant hanger for every room of your home.